Right, Sean, KK Sean. So, popular demand stated that we needed to react to another Hero Fan Productions video.
Yep, we've had a lot of those recommendations, haven't we?
They're pretty awesome over there. They do loads of like fan-made films, and this one is Ahsoka. Who I am. Got to do it with a bit of a who I am. No. Have I said that I'm Sean? Okay, have I said that? Yeah. So we're just gonna react, and if you have any other stuff that you want us to watch, whether it's Hero Fan Productions or anything else, doesn't have to be Star Wars, can be anything. Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones.
Well, we've already watched them, so that wouldn't make sense.
No, we haven't.
Oh, do you mean like edits?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like movies. I thought we've seen them, so I would be.
Pillock.
Didn't specify.
And yeah, let us know down in the comments. So yeah, let's watch. Play now. Ahsoka's a cool character.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
I'm already hurt.
Do something for me. You must.
More shot damage.
For you. Go with the fleet to aid Master Kenobi. Can you?
Definitely.
That is that classic thing where something's going wrong in the galaxy. Send Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka.
I'm Ahsoka.
Oh.
Master Yoda sent me.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There you are.
New master.
I'm at your service, Master Kenobi. But I'm afraid I've actually been assigned to Master Skywalker.
What? No. There must be some mistake. He's the one who wanted the Padawan.
No, Master Yoda was very specific. I'm assigned to Anakin Skywalker, and he is to supervise my Jedi training.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Later. Who's the youngling?
I'm Master
Oh, Rex.
Skywalker's Padawan.
So I thought you said you'd never have a Padawan.
Better take her with you.
There's been a mix-up. The youngling isn't with me.
Stop calling me that. You're stuck with me, Sky Guy.
What did you just call me?
Rex giggling.
Don't get snippy with me, little one. You know, I don't even think you're old enough to be a Padawan. Tell the men to fall back.
Well, maybe I'm not. I know what I'm doing.
What?
But Master Yoda thinks I am.
Well, you're not with Master Yoda now. So if you're ready, you better start proving it. Ahsoka, stop!
Make up your mind.
You could have gotten me killed.
Sorry.
I've had everything under control.
I just saved your life.
All cannons! Fire on those tanks!
I said stop!
Your reinforcements should be landing in a moment.
Oh, here we go.
You're reckless, little one. You never would have made it.
But you
as
might just
Obi-Wan's
make it as
Padawan.
mine.
But you might make it as mine.
Oh, they're cute.
So sweet.
Battle stations. Engineering check. Navigation check. Gun check.
Prepare to charge.
Everyone get ready.
Experience outranks everything.
Take it.
And we are ready and waiting.
Good luck. It's time to introduce ourselves.
Hello there.
Roger. Roger. All units, fire at will.
Come on, then!
We've got fighters coming in.
Launch flares.
Move it! Let's go!
Oh, there's Plo Koon.
Hang on!
So why can't they just give us live action Clone Wars? It's not a big ask. I mean, it probably is a big ask.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme where it's like men only want one thing, and it's like a live action shot of Hayden Christensen and
I would be happy if they just did that in Kenobi, just a flashback.
just one flashback, yeah.
And with a young Ahsoka as well.
Or did you say when
It all would be
someone?
right in the universe.
Did you say that someone asked Hayden Christensen if he was coming back for the Ahsoka series, and his response was just,
We can't retreat now,
"You know what he's
Master.
doing."
I broke it through.
We need to pull back. Get down! I can't shake these two droids!
Ahsoka, wait!
Hey, cover! General!
It's a trap!
It's too late!
Soldiers for the waters. Soldiers for the waters. Jedi. Soldiers for the
Oh, it would show tough, wouldn't it?
soldiers for the waters.
Ahsoka, come in.
Master? Oh no.
Oh dear.
Ahsoka, it's a trap.
That was a great story.
Padawan Ahsoka.
No.
It's all you ever known, isn't
Ahsoka, can
Is
you
that
hear me?
Thrawn?
I did not do this.
Come on.
In this war, I know, Commander Tano, a danger there is
Letta.
of losing who we are.
You would never do something like this.
Letta.
You were the only one
Tarkin,
there.
you little sausage.
Commander Tano, stop!
Do not shoot to kill. Do not shoot to kill.
Someone's setting me up.
I was
Oh, the parallel now outside fives. That's just
It's
unacceptable.
It's true, isn't
How
it?
dare you?
They were both framed.
No law.
Well,
no
Fives
order.
wasn't really framed, but it was
The
wearing it,
Jedi
actually,
Council
wasn't it?
won't do anything about it. Ahsoka!
I'm not going to take the fall.
Oh, there was
For something
Mando.
I didn't do.
Tell me what happened.
This republic is failing.
Ahsoka Tano.
It is the Council's opinion
No.
Bo-Katan sent me.
that Padawan Ahsoka Tano has committed sedition against the Republic. And thus,
You can't do this.
she will be expelled
Long live the bank.
from the Jedi Order.
You've all been deceived.
You and your precious
My task
Jedi Order.
was to bring him to a Jedi.
At what cost?
As a Jedi,
That was Syndralic.
fighting for freedom. We were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. Who fails to keep the peace.
Hubris.
Jedi only make things worse.
The politics of this war
What's the point of all this?
are not as
That bit was awesome in Rebels. Once you figured out that
It's Anakin.
yeah, it's exactly the same as what it was in Obi-Wan.
It goes all the way to the top.
Not quiet with your something. Quiet with your eyes.
Sinister.
Something sinister this way comes. Oh.
Have you ever considered that we may be on the wrong side?
You have almost humbled apologies, little Ahsoka.
You have shown such great strength
Council was wrong
and resilience.
to accuse you by both tools.
The Clone Wars is essentially Ahsoka's story, isn't it?
Your great trial.
Back into the Order.
Oh, I love that bit.
Back, Ahsoka.
You, Maker.
And the 501st did that.
I'm asking you back. Ahsoka, why did you leave?
I'm sorry, Master. The Council didn't trust me.
Brother,
But I'm not coming back.
what mission?
The moment may be upon us.
Where were you when I needed you?
Happening!
Oh, the 501st.
Dream.
I made a choice.
Do you know
I couldn't stay.
The name came to him.
I love that bit.
What name?
You were selfish.
No.
It is sad.
You abandoned me. You failed me.
It's in all of us. Every clone.
In my book,
Rex,
experience outranks everything.
what's happening?
Stay back.
The Republic couldn't have asked for better soldiers.
Rex. I need him.
I don't care about you, Caddy
Nor
Money.
I,
You know
a better friend.
Execute Order 66.
But
Fight him.
Doesn't matter how many times
I've shown you all of it.
doesn't matter how many times you say Order 66, it's still devastating, isn't it?
That's what I mean. It's like they keep on putting it in projects. Don't they?
It's these guys, it's Heroes Fans Production, they're just tearing at our hearts. Darn sausages. Oh, I was devastated about Plo Koon. Kenny Monday I don't care about, but Plo Koon I do.
you were my brother, Anakin.
Soon the Jedi.
I loved you.
You shall be known
Here's both of them.
The apprentice lives.
Vader. Will die.
Rise, Lord
We could
Vader.
have stopped.
Can't help yourself, can you?
He's awesome. What can I say?
The Jedi Order fell a long time ago.
So did the Empire, yet it still hunts him.
There is a great
That's such a great line.
in the Force.
He needs your help.
I believe the apprentice of Anakin Skywalker
Such a heartbreaking scene as well.
and is in league with these rebels.
You should have seen him in person.
Are you certain?
Anakin Skywalker.
You really think it's a good idea to bring a Padawan learner into all this?
He was my master.
You'd make a good teacher.
No thanks.
It was her.
I don't know if you guys can hear our hearts breaking.
Yes, my lady. May I present
Duchess?
Ahsoka Tano?
Maybe you two can tiptoe through the enemy lines and solve this particular problem together.
I still can't believe they let you teach.
We'll figure out a
Whoa.
way. Come on, Master. Let's go.
I admit Ahsoka is a little rough around the edges.
They make quite a pair, don't they, sir?
But with a great deal of training and patience, come on, she might amount to something. There is much to learn.
Should just might.
So, what's the plan?
Race you to the top.
I'll give you a head start.
Your mistake.
Show off.
Kanan said he was the greatest warrior the Jedi had in the
That's
stop
not
it.
good. Slight problem.
Like I said, Ahsoka, you're on guns with me. Anakin, fly!
Let's go.
He was powerful.
He was.
Rarely
He
lost
was
a
probably the
battle.
best warrior they
It's
had.
pulling at my heartstrings that much more.
Ready? You've got that we're in trouble look.
There's a look. Go.
You've adopted many of your master's ways.
What are you doing? Following him.
What are we waiting for?
No, Anakin, meet you at the hangar.
Ahsoka,
Hold on, Anakin.
every time you fly, you crack.
Oh
Did you
man.
get shot down again?
Yes.
Not my fault, it's the ship.
You know.
Thank
It's
you.
the shit.
Welcome.
Time for plan B.
Oh, I love that story as well.
You make a good team.
Catch.
Fun begins. It appears to be one of Anakin's improvised plans.
What was talking?
Hold your fire.
No, when they were on the
Come on, Rex.
Up and away.
when they were
Not
with
to worry.
Let's go, Snips.
the father,
Just
the son,
catch
and the
them when
daughter.
they fall.
A lot of the General's plans involve falling.
What was that one?
Where like
Where did
they
you
wanted
learn to
to
fight
keep
like
Anakin
that?
there
older
to
brother
keep the
taught
force
me.
balanced.
Don't forget your second
Oh,
blade, Ahsoka.
yeah.
You remember to destroy their weapons first.
You taught me well.
You can't cross their lines.
Master, we should fight these guys instead of
Oh, that
just
was a great
sneaking
moment.
around.
Let their lines cross you. Hey, Snips,
That there was
remember,
just sick.
Hey, Master.
Be mindful.
Come on.
I don't see why
Just
you
puts the
won't just
lightsabers
listen.
down, she just catches the Inquisitors.
But sometimes you get carried away.
You must have patience. What are you trying to prove anyway?
Wait! But I'm not too young to be your Padawan.
Ahsoka,
What would have surprised people was how kind he was.
are you okay?
He cared deeply about his friends.
Ahsoka!
Ahsoka!
It is the will of the Force that you are at my side.
Good job. Nice job, Ahsoka.
Just want to keep you in one piece.
Thank you, Master.
Don't bring
Don't
Baby Yoda into this.
I cannot train him.
What?
I'll contact Ahsoka. Maybe she can...
I can't stay here any longer.
Ahsoka, wait! Anakin,
What is it? I feel conflicted.
forget about it.
It's hard not to let feelings turn into attachment and pain.
She's gone.
Ahsoka, I can still sense your worry for Anakin. Have you ever wondered if it was right to ignore your emotions? Your attachment to him.
What do you want with Anakin Skywalker?
The fear.
Yes, longer groomed.
Is the key
Master.
to everything.
Anakin.
His attachment to you makes him vulnerable to his fears.
Leave us.
She made the decision.
They don't trust you.
Well, what choice
We've
did we
ended that
give?
point.
I can't leave him.
The Council turned their back on her.
His anger.
Where are they?
I will tell you nothing. The hate.
You will answer me. I said
Liar! Liar!
Get away from her.
All the more reason to train him.
No.
Ahsoka! You lied to me.
I've seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight.
How many other lies have I been told by the Council?
To the best of us.
He has long been groomed for his role.
You lie.
These visions you have. It can't be. He's my master's new apprentice.
Of pain,
There are many contradictions in you.
suffering,
And in him.
death.
I understand wanting to walk away from the Order.
Do you feel that?
I know.
Ahsoka,
Put everything in.
Happened to him?
It was foretold that you would be here.
I don't believe it.
Our long-awaited meeting has come at last.
I'm glad I gave you something to look forward to. Thanks for the support.
Anakin Skywalker was weak.
I thought I was part of that order.
I'm not abandoning her. Ahsoka!
But everyone except Anakin has abandoned
That's what
me.
friends are for.
Join me together.
And then she left him.
I know. It's interesting. It says, I'm not abandoning her. But then he says, you abandoned
I was beginning
me.
to believe I knew who you were behind that mask. It's impossible. Anakin, my master could never, listen to me, be as vile as you.
Anakin Skywalker was that clean.
Took care of him.
I destroyed him. No longer
Return of the
has
Jedi.
They're good as
Yep.
But I will avenge his death.
Then I will avenge his death.
Revenge is not the Jedi way.
Every choice you have made
The Jedi turn against me. Don't you turn against me?
has led you to
I am no Jedi. Master, wait! Stop! I know Anakin. I'm your friend. He is like no other Jedi.
He's fearless.
I've seen that. Someone redoing
Impulsive.
the Revenge of the Sith duel, but Clone Wars style.
I stood by as her kind of
But I
determination.
trust him with my life.
Anakin!
The day of revenge.
You turned against me!
No!
The day of the Sith.
Master, no!
Liar!
Stop! I know he's alive. Stop now! Come back!
You were the chosen one!
Anakin.
I love you.
Ahsoka.
Ow.
Ahsoka. The Jedi Order is your life.
Let it go. This is so cool.
Anakin. I can't. I understand everything that you've been through. I understand you feel alone. I won't leave you. Not this time.
Ready for the most Darth Vader line.
Never let anyone hurt you, Ahsoka. Never.
He's my brother.
Then you will die.
Ahsoka!
I am so sorry.
You'll be fine, as long as we stay together.
What they doing?
I can reach him.
Anakin. Good luck. I'm sorry, Ezra. But you must
Last
see
time
it.
she sees him before his Vader.
You can't save your master.
They've been waiting to see you.
She felt completely, and I can't save mine.
Alone.
This weapon is your life. But it is also your responsibility.
Don't lose 1,000 lives.
I really loved her.
Maybe.
Really loved her hilt as well.
But that doesn't mean that I can't try to save his life. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Ahsoka, I am so sorry.
No, Master, it wasn't your fault. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. When I was out there, alone, all I had was your training.
Who was your training?
And the lessons you taught me. And because of you, Rex, I did survive. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And not only that, I was able to lead others to survive as well.
You're like a father to him.
No. Go.
It's time to go.
Ah! Don't
Master,
do this!
I'm with you.
No. You're coming with me.
I realized that for the greater good,
If you are to see clearly,
Anakin will always be with you.
let go. You must.
Why had it been her? Why had she survived? She wasn't the most powerful. She wasn't even a Jedi Knight. And yet she was still alive when so many others had died.
That's what you see.
Master Plo, I don't understand.
Inside, you will find.
Listen.
And listening?
Clear your mind, young one.
Listening.
Clear your
You
mind.
will see the path.
Master?
Hey, Snips. Come on. I have a surprise for you.
Ahsoka, you got us to believe in ourselves again.
we were beginning to lose hope and forgot who we are.
My people don't have to be afraid.
I never lost faith in you.
Thank you.
We will never forget you.
None of us did. Master Skywalker should be proud.
Commander.
Sir, this is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Commander on deck.
Oh.
They
I
shouldn't
love how
salute
they
me
all
anymore.
salute her as well.
Not since I left the Order.
She told them they didn't have to, so and they still did it.
It doesn't matter to them.
This message is a
Because
warning
experience.
and a reminder for any surviving
Oh!
A choice to be better.
Remember your purpose.
Jedi. Trust.
Even Battlefront.
So much like your father.
I couldn't have wished for a better family.
We will each be challenged.
His journey may be treacherous.
Our trust,
I know, Master.
our faith,
But I have to believe.
our friendships.
You might not think of yourself as a Jedi, but you act like one.
Ahsoka, your energy,
There are going to be Jedi who disappoint us, Ahsoka.
your strength,
But as long as we know there are good Jedi who fight for what's right,
it's what we've been lacking.
it makes it all worthwhile.
Or at least how I want them to be.
You're welcome to stay, Rex.
Commander.
Will I see you again?
Perhaps.
There's still a way.
May the
Oh,
Force be with you.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. My Padawan.
I give you one last chance.
Is anyone out there?
Go.
I repeat, we are under attack.
Join me
It's what you're meant to do.
or die.
For all of us.
It's Ahsoka.
In my life,
Ahsoka, steady!
when you find people who need your help, you help them,
That'll go, Ahsoka.
no matter what.
When you get back, come
I
and
love that
find
fight
me.
between
I
her
guess it's
and
just
Mom.
who I am.
So
I
cool.
will. Ezra's out there somewhere,
I promise.
and it's time to bring him home.
Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
It's building up to the Ahsoka series, isn't it?
I did my duty as a citizen.
Not as a Jedi.
No. Not yet.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Star Wars is sad.
No, I'm glad we're getting more of Ahsoka in the series.
I think it's probably going to be the last time we see her, to be honest.
Do you think?
I think it'll be, yeah. Because all the people that are coming into it are like Sabine from Rebels. They've got a young Ezra, live action Ezra coming in. I think they've got a live action Hera. Thrawn will probably be in it. It's like, well, at some point every story has to end, doesn't it? And Ahsoka's eventually has to come to an end as well.
Daft.
What?
I just said there's stuff. Did you see that thing at Celebration when the last that voices Ahsoka?
Ash Eckstein.
Yeah.
And met with
Said-
Hayden Christensen.
And said yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sky Guy.
And everyone just like freaked out. That was cute.
But what Ahsoka is, right, and I'm going to say this, and some Star Wars fans know what I'm talking about, some Star Wars fans don't. Ahsoka is a prime example of why Star Wars used to be so brilliant, because it listened to its fans. Because when she first started, people didn't like her. Because she came in, and despite being a Padawan, and a very, very young Padawan, she was telling, like, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan, Plo Koon, all these, you know, Jedi Knights, Jedi Masters, what to do, and she was disobeying, and everyone was kind of like, well, we don't like that. Like, there's a reason Anakin's as good as he is, there's a reason Obi-Wan. So over the course of about 5 episodes, Dave Filoni changed the way she was, and she became like the Ahsoka that everyone loves. And it's like, they don't do that anymore. Which is why, like, when Ahsoka shows up in shows now, everyone loses their minds, because she's a remnant of a time long past. Yeah.
No, she is cool. I just like the last season. It was so good. Just that fight with Maul was really good.
The Mandalore storyline was good. I didn't like the storyline with the two sisters.
Yeah,
I was
it was
not
a
that
bit
keen on
daft,
that.
but I like the Maul fight.
Yeah. He has long been groomed as my former master's new apprentice. Sam Witwer's voice, man. He's awesome. It's just a shame, right? Because there's an absolutely brilliant picture of it's like a mural, and it's like Darth Vader, and it's Darth Vader and Anakin, and it's like split down the middle. But it's like it shows you, like, unfortunately, when Disney bought LucasArts, they made Starkiller non-canon. It was from a game. It was called Force Unleashed. They made him non-canon, so it was kind of like everyone was disappointed with it. So now people are like, please bring Starkiller back. Starkiller essentially starts the rebellion when he fights Vader and the Emperor. He beats Vader and the Emperor. But it's mad just how many, because Anakin's the chosen one, and so it's mad how many characters are impacted by him. Like, there's a lot of characters who aren't just impacted by him, but they're also, his story is synonymous with their stories, but not just in like sort of the obvious ways. So like with Ahsoka's story is essentially Anakin's story. When Ahsoka's not there, Anakin turns to the dark side.
Yeah.
So everyone always says, imagine if Ahsoka had been there, would he have turned?
I was just going to say that was always something. Remember when I first watched the Clone Wars, that's what I thought. It was like, oh, she left and then
turned.
Everything started going bad. So like, what if she hadn't?
But even in like half the stories where she's not there with him, most of the time when she's not there, he does something that could be considered not the Jedi way. So like when he kills the bloke who's trying to kill Satine. You know, when they're in that little undercover mission and he just stabs him in the back. He just says, "What? He was gonna kill everyone." And Obi-Wan's kind of like, you know, that's a bit questionable what you just did. It's like Ahsoka wasn't there.
That spider-looking guy, I can't remember his name.
Admiral Trench.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely like unhinged, wasn't he?
Yep. And it is. It's. But it's like, but then there's loads of arguments that could be made that people would be like, well, is that his story's more synonymous with Obi-Wan? And it's like, well, it's not really, because
Obi-Wan was always there, though.
He was always there, and half of the Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan isn't there, so it's like, you know, it's not really Obi-Wan. Then people might say Padme, and it's like, well, even Padme is more sort of the cause of his turn, but the one that affects his story, affects his character more than anything else is probably Ahsoka. It is, it's very sad.
It's why it punches her in the gut in Rebels when she's like, and she realises it's him and he's like, you know, you left me, all this stuff, and it's like...
I never thought about it before until I just watched it there, how they didn't even put it together, where it's like, Anakin all the time always says, I'm not abandoning her, I'm not leaving her. He's always trying to find her. And then when she's meditating and she sees him, he says to her, "You abandoned me." And it's almost like, oh, it's true, isn't it?
I mean, she did leave, didn't she? I understand. The thing is, I completely understood why she left.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was one of those things where you watched it because you knew, didn't you? You were like, oh no, but you leave, and then he's gonna turn, and it's gonna be all sad.
Yeah, she's a very sad character. The Clone Wars is essentially, I don't care what anyone says, the Clone Wars, all of the series, is essentially Ahsoka's story. From beginning to end, it's Ahsoka's story. It adds, but not just through Ahsoka, but through everyone, it adds a lot more weight to everything that comes after. Like, Plo Koon's death doesn't mean that much in Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. But when you watch Clone Wars, you realise it's actually really sad that he dies.
Especially when you consider Dave Filoni adores Plo Koon.
Oh, I know.
He adores him.
That's how they kept...
Did you say that's how they kept Luke as a secret, didn't they? They said...
They were saying it was Plo Koon coming back.
Only Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau would go to the extent of having, like, art and all this stuff, like, having, like, heads and that made of Plo Koon, just so they could avoid...
Sitting there going, right, so how do we
Luke
trick
Skywalker.
the fans? Like, you like Plo Koon, so why don't we just pretend that it's Plo Koon, but in reality it's actually Luke? And everyone's like... Yeah, we fell for it.
They paid loads of money to have all this stuff and they didn't even use it.
Yeah.
I just want them to release it just so I can see what it would look like.
Yeah. But it's like, even things like Ki-Adi-Mundi, I felt more sorry for Ki-Adi-Mundi when he died in the film than I did for Plo Koon.
Mm-hmm.
But then after Clone Wars, I don't care about Ki-Adi-Mundi dying, because he just wasn't a very nice Jedi.
He just decided, let's just like crap on Yoda.
Get the flamethrowers. He also commits like as many war crimes as Anakin does in one episode. He uses flamethrowers, he kills like fleeing enemies, you know, he attacks supply ships. It's like, ugh, stop being awful, dude.
That's the thing though, it does it to show you like the hypocrisies, doesn't it, of the Jedi.
The Jedi, yeah.
That's like one of the big points, and it shows you why Anakin turned why Ahsoka left the Order.
Yeah. Yep, it's very, very sad. It's all sad and it's all depressing. It's all everything.
Star Wars.
There's that one as well. There's that one when everyone always says that on the memes as well. When everyone goes, when Obi-Wan says, "As long as we all stay together, we'll be absolutely fine." And as soon as they all split up, everything goes to hell. And it's like, well, you know, Obi-Wan almost gets killed by the clones. Ahsoka crashes a ship and disappears. Anakin turns to the dark side. It's like, well, I guess stay together was a better idea. Oh, it is. It's also very sad.
I'm looking forward to the Ahsoka series. That's probably the one that I feel like I was most excited for.
Excited about Tales of the Jedi. Young
I am
Count
excited.
Dooku, young
Yeah, no,
Qui-Gon.
but that was they announced Ahsoka before, didn't they? That was already announced. They announced
like
that
1 or 2 years ago. That
yeah, they announced that recently, didn't they? I am excited for that though. But like when those wave of announcements they did the last time was like, oh, Ahsoka, yes,
Ahsoka.
because I want more flashbacks. And I feel like the whole internet agrees with me on that front. We want more flashbacks. No matter how small and fleeting, we want them.
We might get a live-action Thrawn as well. That's what everyone's been after.
They'll probably complain. There's always going to be some people that will complain about live action.
I don't care as long as it's cool. As long as he's cool, I don't care. So yeah, that was us watching Who I Am by Heroes Fan Productions, the Ahsoka video. Go and look at their channel. See all their awesome videos because they make loads of awesome videos. Then tell us down in the comments some other videos you want us to watch. Like I say, it doesn't have to be Star Wars, can be anything. We will do our best, but just think about what you suggested. Not in a way. I'm not saying don't suggest stuff, but if you're gonna suggest, say something like watch The Last of the Skywalkers, the Rey story, expect a lot of satire and a lot of insults and a lot of not very happiness. But then if you say watched Obi-Wan or something, or watch an Obi-Wan thing, you know, there'll be a lot of love, there'll be a lot of heart eyes, there'll be a lot of everything. So yeah, suggest at your own peril. Same with things like Game of Thrones and The Hobbit. Don't suggest, my God, don't suggest anything from The Hobbit because I'll be there for the rest of time. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I like watching these videos, but they always make me so sad. Yeah. Poor Ahsoka, poor Anakin, poor Obi-Wan.
Ahsoka goes through the wars. Literally, she goes through the wars. Thank you for watching.
It's also another thing, how young was she? Like, she was really young, and she was like literally like in a war.
Yeah, like
It's like
13, 14. Lie down. Thank you for watching again.
I need to know.